watching iRacing on the Ghostfire Media Network.
Transervice has been a leader in the transportation and fleet maintenance industry for over 50 years. If you're a professional driver or technician looking for opportunities to be the best and work with the best, then we want you working at Transervice. Our current workforce includes over 1,000 drivers and technicians, managing over 24,000 pieces of equipment in over 120 regional and local facilities across North America and Puerto Rico, and we're getting larger all the time. Our corporate philosophy of trust, respect, and honesty has led to employees that have spent their entire career with Transervice. As with our employees, we have many customer relationships exceeding 20 years. You'll have the opportunity to learn and grow professionally in an environment that values and rewards excellence, with a variety of perks such as education support, recognition awards, career advancement opportunities, and more. A great work-life balance, a company built on values, recognition, and rewards for excellence. While our competitors offer jobs, Transervice offers you a career, not just a job. Contact us today.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the SIM500 Transervice Truck Series Wednesday night races here on the Ghostfire Media Network. I'm Nick Adams. I'll be your lone broadcaster tonight. Mr. Randy Pepper is on a cruise currently. I don't know who gave him a vacation, but we shall see him back here next week. I'm back this week after my unexpected absence last Wednesday. I'm glad to report everything is okay, and I am back. Also, congratulations to Trey Eidson, or Eidson, for winning last week's race. As we begin qualifying here tonight, don't forget, folks, if you forgot, there are 43 spots available in qualifying. If 38 drivers plus try to qualify, then the top 38 will be locked in by qualifying speed, and the other 5 will have to race their way in. If there are 43 of them, the top 38 will be locked in, and then 39th through 43rd will be set by the heats. Tonight, so far, we have 35 drivers who've shown up here tonight. 36 now, I see, as I look at the screen on my left. And as we look at that, we are going to take a look here at J. Randall Watkins in the 27 as he comes around for his first qualifying lap. Gets that decent run out of turn 4. Now he comes down the front stretch, the long, wide front stretch here at Texas Motor Speedway, where you can and will see 3 or 4 wide racing. The very wide corners here, 5, 6 trucks can get side by side in these corners. Shortens up just a little bit on the exit, but down the backstretch here at the Great American Raceway, you see J. Randall Watkins. He'll be the first driver to put down a lap time He's going to come through 3 and 4, get right on that white line. Here he comes in that Ford Mustang and that Ford F-150. Across the start-finish line, J. Randall Watkins is going to run a 30.91. John Adams with a 30.74. Doy Woods with a 30.89 puts himself second. Gerald Livingston, 31.04. Bentley Glacier, 31.14. Paul Crumry, 31.23. And then Scott Simley in the 12 all the way back currently in 7th, provisionally 31.85. But this time through 3 and 4 again for J. Randall Watkins. See if he can improve on his second lap across the start-finish line. And he will improve to a 30.73, but that might not be good enough for a top 10 here. John Adams in that number 11 Chevy Silverado with a 30.43 on his second lap. We look at more drivers on their second lap here. Mike Kelly in the Kodiak Verizon Ford F-150 down the backstretch into turns 3 and 4. From the way outside to the way bottom through the corner, trying to carry all that speed, 172 miles an hour at the apex here. Out of turn 4, across the start-finish line, and Mike Kelly will improve to a 30.48, puts him provisionally 4th. E.J. O'Rourke on his first lap, a 30.51, provisionally 6th in that number 41 machine. On the exit of turn 2, he goes all the way to the wall, about maybe half a truck length off of it down the backstretch. The drivers we're waiting to see still have not come out for their qualifying laps, so we'll keep an eye on them. Daniel Falkenham, Trey Eidson. Out of turn 4, here comes E.J. O'Rourke across the start-finish line. He's going to improve to a 30.49, provisionally 7th. That might be good enough for a top 10. Tommy Ryan and the Dig 811 machine on the exit of turn 4. On his second lap, where will he put that Chevy Silverado across the start-finish line? Provisionally 3rd with a 30.47. To the top of the board, Ryan Howard in the number 33 with a 30.41 provisionally. Daniel Falkenham did not have a good first lap, but that's not where you make your money. You make your money on the second lap. Can he do it here? The number 39, January 31st machine, down into turns 3 and 4 on that white line. Here comes the 39, Daniel Falkenham on the exit of the corner, across the start-finish line. He's going to improve, but how much will he improve? A 30.37 provisional pole. Now we look at Trey Eidson. We have a minute remaining qualifying. Provisional pole right now. The provisional top 5, Daniel Falkenham, Ryan Howard, John Adams, Tyler Dalton, Chad Coleman. All 5 of those drivers. Derek Myers puts himself provisionally 5th. All 5 of those drivers have completed 2 laps. Across the start-finish line to start lap number 1, the number 7 of Trey Eidson. Let's see if the defending race winner here, he won last week, trying to win 2 in a row. Trying to win his 3rd race of the season. 1.5 miles. So we were told these are his specialty. Down into 3 and 4 for the first time. He's only going to get 1 lap, so he's got to make it count. Derek Myers, he's going to drop himself into P5 there. Across the start-finish line, though, the 7 of Trey Eidson is going to start. Oh, wait. Wow. Where is he? Provisionally 24th. 30.66 from the championship leader and from last week's winner at Atlanta Motor Speedway, Trey Eidson. Provisionally 24th, ladies and gentlemen. That's actually kind of a shock to the system there just a little bit for me. Didn't expect to see him qualify down so low. So we'll keep an eye on that throughout the evening. See how the 7 can get himself through the fields. This man right here, January 31st, SRDsetups.com, number 39 of Daniel Falkenham. We're going to have to keep an eye on him. He's going to start on the pole, see what he can do. Right here, though, the number 2, Mike Kelly. Keep an eye on him. That Kodiak Ford F-150, bound to be quick, bound to be moving his way through the field tonight. You can never count out the number 2. He's got the North Carolina 811 in that machine as well. Mac Tools, Verizon, the Kodiak, Ford Performance. That number 2 machine is going to be quick here tonight, folks. It's going to be quick here tonight. He's going to be a force to be reckoned with, as he always is. But folks, now you put the money on the line. We are now going to be finding out if I can get this to work right. There we go. I don't like that camera angle. Hold on, folks. I don't like that camera angle at all. There we go. No, I don't like that one either. All right, we're just going to go with this one. Oof. Here at the Great American Raceway, Texas Motor Speedway. We're going to get you your official starting grid here tonight. Daniel Falkenham on pole here at Texas Motor Speedway. Ryan Howard going to start in second in the number 33. In third, John Adams in the 11. Tyler Dalton in fourth in that number 19. In fifth, Derek Myers in the 23. The top five. 4 of the top 5 Chevrolets. The fifth driver in the top 5 at Toyota. No Fords in the top 10 until you get all the way back to Hamish Gallagher. But starting 6th, Chad Coleman. 7th, Jimmy Coleman. 8th is going to be Bentley Glazier. 9th, Tommy Ryan. 10th, Hamish Gallagher. 11th, Mike Montesi. 12th, Mike Kelly. Back in 13th, going to have E.J. O'Rourke. In 14th, going to have Brian Macklin. 15th, going to be Doy Woods. 16th, Randy Yoakum. 17th is going to be Richard Swaverly back in. 18th, you're going to have the number 12, Scott Simley. Keep an eye on him. The 19th position going to be Kevin DeBrown in the 93, always a fast driver. Scott Stenzel in the number, starting in 20th. Jeff Ryan, 21st. Paul Crumride, 22nd. Glenn Campbell, 23rd. Back in 24th, going to be Trey Eidson. 25th is going to be the number 96, and Gerald Livingston. 27th, going to be Jay Randall Watkins. 26th, Jay Randall Watkins. 27th, Doug Sigmund. 28th, Joey Gattina. 29th, Kevin England. 30th, going to go all the way back to Justin Fuller. 31st, Richard Beasley. 32nd, Jose Gonzalez. 33rd, Josh Parker. And rounding up the field in 34th is going to be Ron Holyfield. But ladies and gentlemen, get ready as we come through turns 3 and 4 with the pace lights off the pace truck. We are going to be going green here at Texas Motor Speedway. Total of 120 laps as you watch these drivers file off turn 4. The green flag is in the starter's hand. Randy Pepper waving the green flag here tonight. We'll see when they go. Green flag is out. Daniel Falkenham's in control, and away we go at Texas Motor Speedway. 120 laps getting ready to start here, ladies and gentlemen, and we are going to see 34 of the world's best drivers trying to fight for a win here at Texas. The top 5, single file, really quickly. Daniel Falkenham, Ryan Howard, John Adams, Derek Myers, they all single file real quick, but behind them you're starting to see the pack form. We have a battle for second. Ryan Howard to the inside of John Adams. He's going to be side by side on the exit of turn 4. He might make that move happen, and he will. John Adams is going to get past Ryan Howard off into turn 1, and he will secure that second position. The field's starting to get single file here around the racetrack. Oh, and up the track goes the 11. John Adams and Ryan Howard got into each other just a little bit right there. The 33 truck moved the 11 truck up the racetrack just a little bit. John Adams with a big save. That would have created a lot of chaos, but what that's done is allowed Daniel Falkenham to pull away here in the number 39. The rest of the pack is now in that tight pack formation off into turns 1 and 2 here early on. 3 laps in, and we've already had a pucker moment. We've got 3 wide, 4 wide back in the pack just a little bit as the leaders start to even themselves out, but back here in about the mid-pack area, you've got 2 and 3 wide down the backstretch. The number 6 truck, Mike Montesi all over the back bumper. The 18 of Bentley Glazier. Hamish Gallagher right there, sitting in 11th currently on the outside, on the inside with Richard Swaverly on his outside. You see Bentley Glazier in that Gatorade machine stuck on that outside line. He's going to go backwards like a rock right now. Early on here at Texas, you're going to want to be in the bottom of the racetrack. He's going to use a little bit more tire, but you're going to be able to get a little bit more speed. As the run goes along, you're going to want to migrate to that middle, to that second, maybe third lane here at Texas Motor Speedway to be able to combat that tire disadvantage you're going to have with a little bit more speed through the corner. You see the number 93, Kevin DeBrown. He started back in 19th, already up to 12th, using that outside lane to his advantage, using the draft he's getting from the 18. That Ford F-150, that brightly colored Ford F-150 is on the move. On board this machine, as you see Kevin DeBrown working that middle lane. He sees a gap here. He's trying to get in the middle. He's down on the bottom. He's fighting with the 38 right in front of him. Right in front of Kevin DeBrown, you see the number 38 at Chad Coleman. Chad Coleman up to the outside now. Kevin DeBrown to the inside of the number 18 of Bentley Glazier. He's going to make that pass happen down the backstretch. He's going to get to the inside of Chad Coleman off into 3 and 4. He's going to send it down there on the inside lane. Already up into the top 10. Here comes the 93, moving up 10 spots within the first 7 laps. Now Chad Coleman's the one on the outside, stuck there in about 11th position. He's going to have to get down to the inside, get back in that draft. If he doesn't, he's definitely going to get himself mowed on by here. Oh. Forgive me, everybody. I know what happened here. I know what happened. There we go. Sorry about that, everybody. Out of turn 2, down the backstretch, you see this pack just single file around the racetrack at the moment. The leader, Daniel Falkenham, has Ryan Howard in the number 33 all over the back bumper of him, but John Adams in the 11. He is pushing that number 11, that 33. But it is single file through the top 12, 13, 14 now. The first battle we have is back here between the 32 of Richard Swaverly and the 30 of Brian Macklin for fifth, and the 2 of Mike Kelly for 13th and 14th. Man, cars around behind him! Cars around behind him! The 8 truck! The 8 truck! The 8 truck of Randy Yoakum has gone around off the bumper of somebody out of turn 2. That's our first caution of the evening. Trey Eidson, our points leader, 2-time winner this season. Most wins in the history of the SIM500 Transervice Truck Series at 24. Looking for number 25 tonight. Was able to get through that. We'll take a look and see what happened, as it was right there in the middle of the pack. We know where it started. It was with the number 9, so we'll take a look at the number 8, Randy Yoakum here. Is a little bit earlier than this, so we'll go back and see what happened. I think it was on the exit of turn 2 here. Randy was battling the number 42. The number 42 is Scott Stenzel on the exit of 2. He thought he was clear. He came up. He might have got the clear. Just wasn't cleared. Right there. Scott Stenzel might have got some damage from the bubble, but that was the only member of the race involved in that incident right there. So it was a good thing for everybody else involved. We'll take another look here. Maybe we can see it from the gearbox view. See what he might have saw. Where is... There it is. You can hear that truck sliding on the exit of 2. He's just there, and he thinks he might have it cleared, and he just wasn't cleared. Now, fortunately for him, that might be a severe amount of damage to the number 8 truck. We'll keep an eye on it here. And should be our first set of pit stops here, 11 laps in out of 120. And who is that going by on the outside to get his lap back? That is... I don't know. Oh, there it is. Is that Jose Gonzalez? That is Jose Gonzalez getting his lap back. Some drivers chose to come in and pit. Only about 1/3 of the field did that. It was E.J. O'Rourke, Mike Kelly, Scott Simley, Scott Stenzel, Jeff Ryan, Jose Gonzalez, Trey Eidson, and obviously Randy Yoakum with his damage. They all pitted here under this caution. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to step away really quick. We'll be right back here in the Ghost Fire Media Network after these words from our sponsors.
Transervice has been a
This tree is going to look great here.
Did you call 811 to protect your underground utilities?
I can't wait to see these roses come up.
Dig, dig, dig! Wait, we forgot to call 811.
Before you dig, make sure you can. Call 811 to know what's below. It's up to all of us to protect the ones we love.
And welcome back here to the Ghost Fire Media Network, the Transervice Truck Series SIM500 Esports Racing League. Here Wednesday nights, the Ghost Fire Media Network. I'm Nick Adams. Once again, if you're just joining us, 13 laps down under our first caution for a two-car incident. Randy Yoakum and the number 8 and the number 42 of Scott Stenzel got together on the exit of turn 2, sending Randy Yoakum around into the outside retaining wall to get a little bit of damage on the outside, on the right front of that machine. And Randy Yoakum currently sitting in the pits with some pretty serious damage. So he may be done for the evening. Unfortunate for the number 9. But folks, we want to thank all the support of Transervice Truck Series, of this Transervice, Dig 811, and FEG PC as they continue to support the SIM500 Esports Racing Series. Don't forget, to get more information on Dig 811, go to dig811.com today. Get a little bit more information about calling before you dig. You don't want to go poom. I have seen people do it, and I suggest you don't do it. I suggest you don't. It's call811.com. That's again, call811.com. On the exit of turn 4, we get going back green here at the Texas Motor Speedway. The Great American Raceway. The green flag is back out, and the trucks fire off, and Daniel Fockenham leads them down into turn 1. They are 2 and 3 wide behind him, but Daniel Fockenham is going to continue to lead here. John Adams going to get to the inside of Ryan Howard. He's going to keep that spot. Behind them, though, it's a hornet's nest. 3rd, 4th, and 5th on back. Derek Myers, Jimmy Coleman, Tommy Ryan. Derek Myers to the inside of Ryan Howard in turn 3. The Wonder Bread machine, the number 23. That Toyota Tundra to the inside of the Chevy Silverado down the front stretch. Here comes the 23. He's trying to make it work. He's got the 33 on the outside. That's the VA811.com car, the black and white machine. The other VA811 car is right behind him on the inside. The number 99 of Tommy Ryan, defending series champion. Right there inside, sync double file, still through turns 3 and 4. The number 23, Derek Myers. He's got Ryan Howard right there. You see the Fig Newtons, the big Fig Newtons on top of the 23. That is a dangerous spot for that logo. I don't know how Derek Myers can see out of the windshield of that machine. I'll tell you what, though, you'll do anything if somebody pays you enough money. Down the backstretch into 3 and 4. Derek Myers continues to battle the number 33 of Ryan Howard. Daniel Fockenham being challenged now by John Adams on the outside. The number 11 trying to take the outside lane and use it against Daniel Fockenham down the front stretch. The 23 gets past the number 33. Derek Myers to the lead. Now he's looking at Derek Myers into 3rd. And now he's looking at John Adams for 2nd as Daniel Fockenham's able to close off that battle there and continue to lead this race down the backstretch. But it's not over yet, folks. There's no way it's over. Here comes the 23 to the inside now. John Adams, Derek Myers to the inside. John Adams able to put that machine back on the white line, able to hold off the 23. This battle's getting intense. Look who's coming, though, up to 7th from a starting spot of 19th, Kevin DeBrown. He's moving. In 18 laps, he's gained 12 spots. We're going to keep an eye on that Ford F-150. He's the highest Ford in the field, the only one in the top 10. Down the backstretch, the 23, Derek Myers looking all over John Adams. He wants to make that move to the inside. If he gets an opportunity, the 23 is going to stick that machine down in there. And it looks like right now he's not going to get that opportunity. He might this time, though. Down the backstretch. Will he be able to make that move? The 11 looks to the outside of Daniel Fockenham off into 3 and 4. Listen to these cars fly by. The exit of 3 and 4, John Adams all over Daniel Falkenham. He wants that spot. Derek Myers looking at the 11 as well. The 11 all over the back bumper. He looks to the right side now. He's on the outside trying to get there of the 39. It just doesn't look like he's going to make it. We have a battle for 5th right now. Tommy Ryan, Jimmy Coleman side by side. We'll keep an eye on the battle for the lead as this battle for 5th now starts to heat up. Right behind them, you've got Kevin DeBrown in 7th. He wants the 54. He wants the 99. The 93 wants to get up to the front. He wants to lead this race. He feels like he can win this race. He feels like he has it in him. Oh, there we go. John Adams all over Daniel Falkenham again on the exit of 2, this time down the backstretch. Big run. This might be the opportunity he has in him. This might be the one. Look at John Adams all over the back of Daniel Falkenham. You're riding on board the number 11. All over that back bumper. On board the left front. John Adams, he's right there on Daniel Falkenham. He uses that outside lane just a little bit on the entry of the corner. He's going to get a big run on the exit. He's going to use that draft. He's trying to push the 39 into a mistake. If he can just get a little bit better of a run into 3 and 4, he can throw it off to the inside and try to make it stick. This is a big run on the exit of 4 this time. He's going to be all over the back bumper. He's going to slide it down to the inside. This is the opportunity. To the inside he goes. The number 11 of John Adams to the lead. Falkenham lets him pass. It took 23 laps, but John Adams finally made that move stick. John started in 3rd. He's up to 1st, and he's got Daniel Falkenham now all over the back bumper. Let's see what the 39 can do in traffic. Kevin Brown has made that move on Jimmy Coleman. He's made it stick. He's up to 6th, up 13 spots since the start of the race. Keep an eye on that 93 in the middle of this top pack. But don't forget about Derek Myers. Derek Myers in the 23, the Wonder Bread machine. He wants to lead. He's thinking about me right now. Heck of a battle early on here. 24 out of 120 laps in. We got 2-3 wide in the middle of the pack. Almost had an incident there. We'll go back and see what's going on in the middle of the pack here in a moment. But now the top 10, top 15 starting to single file out, starting to calm down a little bit, except for Derek Myers. He's got his left front on that right rear. Daniel Falkenham off in a 1 and 2. The 23 going to try to use that momentum on the exit of the corner to get a big run. He's going to have that outside lane on Daniel Falkenham. He's going to get a big run down the backstretch from it, though. Will he throw it off to the inside in 3 and 4? He won't this time. But will he get the same run that the 11 got on Falkenham on the exit of 4 just 3 laps ago? He won't this time. But he's using the same line that John Adams was using to get past Daniel Falkenham. Kevin DeBrown going to make that move to the outside of Tommy Ryan now behind them. Kevin DeBrown trying to make that machine get into the top 5 here after starting in 19th. He didn't have the greatest qualifying. Right behind him, though, Justin Fuller started 30th. He's up to 7th, so keep an eye on the 51 Ford F-150 as he's to the inside of Kevin DeBrown now. Man alive. Justin Fuller up 24 spots from 30th to 6th in 26 laps. Here comes that 51 Ford F-150. Right behind him, you've got Kevin DeBrown on the outside. Behind them, you got the 38 of Chad Coleman, who's trying to make up some spots after losing them early on. My, oh my, that Bojangles Ford F-150 is moving on that inside lane. Right now, he's stuck on that inside lane, though, behind Tommy Ryan. He's faster than him. He knows it. He can just see the speed difference between him and the 99 right now. In the center of the corner, he's able to roll it better. He's going to throw it down in there into turn 1. To the inside of the number 99 of Tommy Ryan. Can Justin Fuller hold that spot on the exit of 4? He's going to slide up a little bit on the exit of 2, sorry. Slides up a little bit, going to lose that momentum. He's got Chad Coleman all over the back bumper. They almost made contact off into 3 and 4. Justin Fuller had to send it into 3 and 4 to not get run over, and that's going to open up the bottom for Chad Coleman in the 38. Here comes the 38 of Chad Coleman. He's going to make that spot. Maybe he's going to make that move stick off into 1 and 2. He's going to throw it down in there. but he's going to slide up just a little bit as these tires start to get older. Justin Fuller driving his heart out on the outside. Here he comes back, side by side, Ford versus Toyota. Off into 3 and 4 for the 29th time tonight. And it looks like Justin Fuller's going to use all that momentum, all that speed that he can get on the outside lane, try to make that pass stick this time, but he's not going to. Chad Coleman to the inside in the 38 is going to be able to maybe clear him this time off into turn 1. And now the number 51 of Justin Fuller is going to jump back down to the inside lane, settle into 7th. And Kevin Brown now back in 9th, starting to fall back a little bit. He's coming under pressure from the number 30 of Brian Macklin. Brian Macklin, not the first driver on the track with brand new tires. The first driver on track with brand new tires is Trey Eidson in 15th. He knew he had to throw it at the wall maybe tonight to get up there and have that little bit more speed that he thought he should have but didn't have yet. He's made his way up to 15th here quickly on this run. Justin Fuller to the outside lane now on Jimmy Coleman in the 54. He might lose another spot here. Here comes the number 30, the Navy Machine. Brian Macklin, that red, white, and blue, number 30, Toyota. Not going to be able to make the move this time. Justin Fuller on the inside of Jimmy Coleman. He might slide up the racetrack with Jimmy a little bit. He's going to hold up Brian Macklin. Big run down the front stretch for the 30. He's given it to the 51. You saw how much earlier Brian Macklin had to lift with the flames coming out of the tailpipes there because he was behind the number 51 of Justin Fuller. Now he's to the inside of Jimmy Coleman. Big run this time off into 3 and 4. And it looks like this time Brian Macklin is going to be able to make that move stick. Will he be able to pass him on the exit of 4? The 54 almost in the wall. Up the racetrack on the exit of the corner went Jimmy Coleman. And he is going to be cleared this time in a 1 by Brian Macklin. Maybe not. Yes, he will be. He'll be cleared on the exit of 2. Brian will slide up in front of the 54. The 54 will come under pressure by Josh Parker in the number 81. Looks like they're going to single file out here for the time being. 23 of Derek Myers up the racetrack. He's going to lose a spot, maybe 2 spots now. Already lost 1 to Ryan Howard. Now he's going to lose another spot to Tommy Rhinoff in a 1 and 2. So he goes from 3rd all the way back to 5th. And I don't think he's going to be able to make that stick this time. I think he's going to have to slide it down behind Tommy Ryan as they push each other up off the corner. Oh, and look at the number 23, Derek Myers, doing his best Ricky Bobby impression. If you're not first, you're last. Did everything he could there to get back past him, but look who's just using the power move on the outside lane. Daniel Fuckingham to the outside, 35 laps in. He wants to lead back. He wants to show John Adams that, you know what, John? You might have been faster at the middle part of the run, but here's the run comes to an end, and these tires get old, and the car gets loose. This is my racetrack. This is my opportunity, and a big power move on the exit of 2 puts the 39 back into the driver's seat here at Texas Motor Speedway. 35 laps complete of 120 here at America's Raceway, the Great American Raceway, Texas Motor Speedway. We're not going to miss a second of the action here in the Ghost Fire Media Network as we go side by side here. Presented to you by Transervice.
Transervice has been a leader in the transportation and fleet maintenance industry for over 50 years. If you're a professional driver or technician looking for opportunities to be the best and work with the best, then we want you working at Transervice. Our current workforce includes over 1,000 drivers and technicians, managing over 24,000 pieces of equipment in over 120 regional and local facilities across North America and Puerto Rico, and we're getting larger all the time. Our corporate philosophy of trust, respect, and honesty has led to employees that have spent their entire career with Transervice. As with our employees, we have many customer relationships exceeding 20 years. You'll have the opportunity to learn and grow professionally in an environment that values and rewards excellence, with a variety of perks such as education support, recognition awards, career advancement opportunities, and more. A great work-life balance, a company built on values, recognition, and rewards for excellence. While our competitors offer jobs, Transervice offers you a career, not just a job. Contact us today.
If recent storms have caused damage to your property, contact 811 before you begin your cleanup. Buried utilities around uprooted trees can make a bad situation worse if those lines are not located before digging. Electric, natural gas, and internet lines are everywhere, and knowing where they are is the safest way to start any digging project. Call North Carolina 811 by dialing 811 or by using single address ticket on nc811.org or the NC811 app.
Back here at the Texas Motor Speedway for the SIM500 Transervice Truck Series, race number 4 of the 2022 regular season. First 3 winners of the year went to Trey Eidson at Daytona, Daniel Fockingham at Phoenix, and then at Atlanta Motor Speedway we had Trey Eidson again. So we looked right here at the leader, Daniel Fockingham, 1.1 seconds away from the rest of the field as the green flag pit stops do begin here around the racetrack. Yeah, Glenn Campbell, one of the first drivers in to get 4 tires in fuel. He did a 14-second pit stop, so we'll keep an eye on him, see how much faster he is around the racetrack, as right now they're currently running around 31.82s, which is about 1.3 seconds off what we were running at the start of the run. Ryan Howard is definitely the fastest car on the racetrack by over 0.2 of a second when we have fresh tires, but Daniel Fockingham may just be saving his equipment here. As here late in the run, 44 out of 120 laps, and 44 laps since we started the race. Daniel Fockingham has not pit once. Those old tires driving him away from the pack by about 1/10 a lap right now. So keep an eye on that as that continues throughout the evening. We're going to go through the field, though, really quick here. 45 out of 120 laps complete. We're going to go through the field, like I just said. Your leader right now, Daniel Fockingham. Other than a couple of quick moves he had to make early on in the race, Daniel Fockingham has had a pretty calm, cool, collected type evening. Not much to talk about when it comes to Daniel Fockingham so far. If I can get a better, closer camera, that would be great. Nope. Maybe? This one? Maybe this one. We'll try this one. In second, the number 33, Ryan Howard. He started second. He's currently second. Not much to talk about for him either. He's fallen between second and third throughout the evening. John Adams in the number 11 led about 15 laps here. He started third, currently third, falling back from Ryan Howard and Daniel Fockingham. Tommy Ryan started in ninth, has moved his way up to fifth so far this evening. Tommy Ryan has a career. Hold on. Open. Sorry, chat. Sorry, everybody. Here we go. Tommy Ryan has a career 2 wins. He's the defending series champion of the Wednesday Night Truck Series here in SIM500 Esports. Back in 5th. Currently in 5th. Started 33rd. Josh Parker. absolutely amazing drive by the 81. That DoorDash Toyota Tundra really showing what it's made of tonight. In sixth, Derek Myers, he started fifth. He's fallen back one spot. Not much we've talked about him tonight. He's moved up and down throughout the evening. Was battling for the lead at one point. Did not happen. Right in front of him, the number 38 now to the inside, sixth and seventh. The battle for sixth rages on between these four drivers. The number 38 Toyota Camry, Chad Coleman. The lone Ford in the top 12, Justin Fuller, started 30th, has moved his way up to 22nd. Be interested to see what he can do if we get a caution here at some point. Brian Macklin in ninth, the number 30. He started back in 14th. Tyler Dalton falling back here from fourth at the beginning of the race. We've seen a consistent thing about Tyler Dalton is that he's quick at the start of runs, quick at the start of races, but he falls off throughout the evening. Keep an eye on him. Trey Eidson up to 11th. He started 24th. He made an early pit stop, trying to make up some of the ground that he was unable to get in qualifying. Moved his way up so far to 11th. Keep an eye on him as the drivers around him pit. See how much longer he stays out than them. Hamish Gallagher back in 12th. He started 10th. He was the lone Ford to qualify in the top 10. Now he's now back in 12th. The number 22 machine reminds me of the good old what was his name? Jeff Burton cars, the Exide cars from the mid-90s. E.J. O'Rourke currently in 12th. Was in 13th a moment ago before pit stop started. The number 41 started back in 13th, still in 12th. Richard Beasley moved up one spot so far tonight. E.J. O'Rourke has. Richard Beasley started in 35th. Up to 18th, has not pitted yet this evening. The number 10 moving his way forward. The Tide Ride showing what he's made of. Mike Kelly, the Kodiak Ford F-150, started 12th. Back to, well, now 12th after some pit stops have been made. But Jose Gonzalez. These drivers have all made pit stops so far. Jose Gonzalez in 13th. Scott Simley back in 14th. Jose Gonzalez was a lap down at one point this evening. To see him in 13th is really nice to see. And we're going to see the snap-on Toyota Tundra of Scott Simley sitting in 14th. Scott Stenzel back in 15th. You can see him right there battling with the 27 inside-outside. 27 is a lap down. Scott Stenzel's been on the wall at one point earlier this evening. The right side of that machine is damaged. We're going to jump back up here to the lead really fast, folks, as we have some pit stops happening. Want to make sure we catch those with our leaders. Daniel Falkenham is pit. Brian Macklin is pit. Scott Simley is, Mike Montesi, Kevin Brown, Bentley Glazier, Joey Gattina, Tommy Ryan. Keeping an eye on where everybody comes through here. Here comes the 33 of Ryan Howard down the start, finish straight. He's into the pit lane for the first time this evening. The number 33 led 2 laps there before he comes down and gets his service here on pit lane. 4 tires and fuel. We're going to go on that VA811 Chevy Silverado. Behind him you see John Adams in the 11, Derek Myers in the 23, Tommy Ryan in the 99. All these drivers coming down pit road. Trey Eidson right now. Edson, I can never remember what his name is. I apologize. I think it's Edson. Trey Eidson, he's being passed right now by the 93 of Kevin Brown, but Kevin Brown is a lap down, sitting in 10th. He's going to get his lap back. He pitted on lap 47. Daniel Falkenham pits on lap 53. He's back in 10th. Currently, Joey Gattina, Doug Sigmund, neither one of them have pitted so far, so they're trying to go the one pit stop strategy. You see the number 6 now. Mike Montesi, he's pitted. He's trying to get to the inside of Trey Eidson here. Going to get his lap back. He's back in 12th. Daniel Falkenham up to 8th now. He's about half a second behind Kevin Brown. Mike Kelly sitting in second currently. If a caution comes out right now, folks, it's going to change the outlook of this event. There's Bentley Glazier to the inside, the 54. Jimmy Coleman, he's going to get his lap back. These drivers all getting their laps back here. You're going to see Parker come by, Glenn Campbell, Tyler Dalton, Ryan Howard, Chad Coleman, John Adams, Brian Macklin, Tommy Ryan. And the caution is out. The caution is out, and the race has changed. We're going to have a plethora of drivers caught a lap down here. Everybody who's not ahead of what I would say is probably Kevin DeBrown is going to be caught a lap down here. So in that 29-second gap between Trey Eidson and Kevin DeBrown, That's going to be where this race changes. So Daniel Falkenham, Mike Montesi, Bentley Glazier, Jimmy Coleman. I'm going to guess that Josh Parker, Glenn Campbell, Tyler Dalton, Ryan Howard, Chad Coleman, and maybe everybody will get back on the lead lap, but Jeff Ryan might be caught a lap down. Justin Fuller might be caught a lap down. Gerald Livingston, Kevin England, they might all be caught extra laps down here. We're going to keep an eye on that. But 57 laps in, the caution that a lot of these guys dreaded might come out in the middle of the pit stop cycle has happened. Let's see the first driver to stay on the track, if any, decide to here 57 laps in. And I think we're going to have a few of them. Scott Stenzel comes in. Doug Sigmund and Joey Gattina haven't pitted yet. Here comes Kevin DeBrown. Daniel Falkenham stays out. The 39 stays out. So everybody behind Daniel Falkenham on the racetrack will be caught a lap down. So that's going to catch Jeff Ryan and Gerald Livingston an extra lap down. It doesn't really affect the outcome of the race at the moment. And Jeff Ryan, if he wasn't involved in that caution, he might get the lucky dog. Now, we do not have the incident of what caused the caution. I do apologize, but we didn't get a notification of what caused that incident here 57 laps in out of 120. Folks, while we get all of this sorted out, while we get all these cars back in front of the leader, everybody in order, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back here with you in the Ghost Fire Media Network.
This tree is going to look great here.
Did you call 811 to protect your underground utilities?
I can't wait to see these roses come up.
Dig, dig, dig! Wait, we forgot to call 811.
Before you dig, make sure you can. Call 811 to know what's below. It's up to all of us to protect the ones we love.
Transervice has been a leader in the transportation and fleet maintenance industry for over 50 years. If you're a professional driver or technician looking for opportunities to be the best and work with the best, then we want you working at Transervice. Our current workforce includes over 1,000 drivers and technicians, managing over 24,000 pieces of equipment in over 120 regional and local facilities across North America and Puerto Rico, and we're getting larger all the time. Our corporate philosophy of trust, respect, and honesty has led to employees that have spent their entire career with Transervice. As with our employees, we have many customer relationships exceeding 20 years. You'll have the opportunity to learn and grow professionally in an environment that values and rewards excellence, with a variety of perks such as education support, recognition awards, career advancement opportunities, and more. A great work-life balance, a company built on values, recognition, and rewards for excellence. While our competitors offer jobs, Transervice offers you a career, not just a job. Contact us today.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the SIM500 Transervice Truck Series race here on the Ghost Fire Media Network. I'm Nick Adams, and now, 60 laps in, I'm joined by our founder, CEO, and the third best broadcaster we have right there, tied with Josh Laston, because nobody's like me and Randy Pepper, Adam Wood.
How's it going, Nick? Man, you look like you're having a fantastic time here tonight in Texas.
I mean, it is the Great American Speedway. We're here to have fun. We've had two cautions so far here through the first 60 laps. First one was a two-car incident down the backstretch that put one person out of the race. And this one here looks like it might have been a single-car spin where nobody's actually out of the race, but we didn't get a key to what happened. So unfortunately, we don't know exactly what happened, but we know it's definitely changed the field. Trey Eidson, one of the most dangerous drivers in the series, 24 career wins, looking for number 25 and 2 in a row. He's third on the season. Now right there next to Daniel Falkenham, who's also one of the most dangerous drivers in the entire series. So it's going to be an interesting last 60 laps. The pace truck pulls off the exit of turn 4. Daniel Falkenham in control, and we are back green here at the Texas Motor Speedway. Trey Eidson, looks like his tires may have spun just a little bit there. He's going to back the field up. Daniel Falkenham drives away. Mike Kelly going to be to the inside of Jose Gonzalez in that bright yellow Goya Chevy Silverado on the exit of turn 4. He's got I'm talking the exit of turn 2, sorry. He's got Kevin DeBrown all over his back bumper.
Right now, they're door to door right there, coming through the corner. The number 93 of Kevin DeBrown. He is trying to make that outside work, trying to get a
the
great
two
run
trucks
off the
sideways.
tribal.
Mike Kelly, big loose on the exit of 4 there. Sorry, Adam. He almost just took out half the field there. That was one of those moments.
And 93 is trying to work on the outside right there. He's trying to stay on this quarter panel, trying to get him to stay down just a little bit so he get a great run on the back straightaway.
Kevin DeBrown makes that move to the outside. He has the right rear quarter panel, the left front quarter panel, on that right rear quarter panel of Mike Kelly on the exit of 4. He's going to get that big run. We saw this earlier in the race when John Adams took the lead from Daniel Falkenham. And speaking about taking the lead from Daniel Falkenham, we're going to go back and show you the move that Trey Eidson just used. And the caution is out here. The caution is out as it looks like John Adams has gone around and might have some pretty... he might have spun around here, has some damage on the left side. We'll see if we caught that. Unfortunate set of circumstances there. See if we caught what happened to John Adams, as we had just mentioned him a second ago. And here he is. And he actually got turned, it looked like, by Tyler Dalton on the front stretch on the exit of 4.
It was just tight racing right there. They're all door to door right there, and just got a little bit binged up right there.
And here is the move for the lead that we were going to show you just a second ago. You see down the backstretch. That's not the... Hold on, everybody. Let's try that again. We have pit stops happening?
Right now,
no, we
there's only
don't.
one person, Randy Yoakum. He's the only one right now on the pit road.
What was that? Holy moly. Let's try that again. This was the move off into turns 3 and 4 here. Trey Eidson just threw it off in there. Daniel Falkenham knew he could not defend that move. Just let him blow on past him. He's going to save his tires there, as he knew he had 4-lap older tires than Trey Eidson. He's going to have to use that to his advantage here and save as much as he can. We've got 55 laps to go, Adam. I know you've just joined us. You haven't seen everything that's gone on tonight, but knowing you're a racer, you like the trucks, what do you think about Texas Motor Speedway? What do you think we're going to see over the next 55 laps?
Texas Motor Speedway is about tire management. You're going to be able to, be able to keep the speed up, but you also have to make sure you save those tires for those long runs. This league is all about long run speed, and you got to be there at the end of each run. So these guys are going to have to kind of maintain that.
I would tend to agree with you on that one, and we've seen that some of the best drivers at saving their tires, well, right there, sitting in the number 39, Daniel Falkenham in that January 31st Chevy Silverado right behind Trey Eidson. That man right there saves tires better than anybody, but you cannot rule out this driver right here in the number 2, Mike Kelly. That Kodiak Chevy Ford F-150, he's pretty good at saving tires, and he's once again exactly where we expect him near the end of the race in the top 5. Kevin DeBrown has had a fantastic evening, drove through the field earlier in the race, and now he's up here at the end of the race. Started back in 19th all the way up to 4th, moved up 15 spots. Normally, me and Randy Pepper would call him your mover and shaker of the evening. Well, that's just not true tonight. It's Jose Gonzalez. Started in 36th position. 33rd position, up 28 spots to 5th. So Jose Gonzalez has had, he's down a lap at one point, had to get the lucky dog. The cautions have fallen his way. Everything has kind of worked out in his favor, and he's in position to bring that number 26 bright yellow Chevy Silverado home inside the top 10 if he can just hold it together for the next 54 laps.
I mean, you're in the back of the pack, and you're restarting back there, and you're having to move up. I mean, you throw a Hail Mary. You stay out there as long as you can on these green flag runs, and it paid off for him. He was able to capitalize and move up here to 5th spot right now.
Also, folks, open mouth insert foot. That's kind of what I did earlier. I said Trey Eidson looked like he didn't have the speed that we thought he would throughout the evening. Blew everybody out of the water with a 30.33, almost 0.3 of a second faster than Daniel Falkenham. Like I said earlier, I think Falkenham's kind of saving his stuff, but I do think that type of lap time and doing what he's trying to do right now and go out there and win his 25th career race in the trucks, win his 3rd of the season, 2nd in a row, really put a stranglehold on the championship here early on. Definitely a power move there, showing off what he can do. We're going to come to, I believe we're going to get the 1 to go here under this caution this time by. The Pace Trucks lights should go off when we cross the start-finish line.
I mean, right now, I mean, the track temperature is ideal. I mean, 89 degrees here at Texas Motor Speedway, and, you know, it's prime and ready for you guys to put down these fast laps. And that's what they're showing right now. We got fresh tires after that pit stop, and he was able to lay down that fast lap.
Well, he's got personal comfort as a sponsor, and I'll tell you what, Trey Eidson looks extremely comfortable out there this evening. He's looked comfortable all year. I mean, back at Daytona, able to get the win, then last week at Atlanta, able to get the win. 1.5 miles, we were told, were his specialty. So far, very true. Daniel Falkenham, though, you never, ever, ever count him out. That's exactly what we're not going to do to the January 31st sponsored Chevy Silverado right there on the outside. We're going to keep an eye on him. But, Adam, what we haven't done yet tonight, I know you just got here, but we're going to be quiet for a couple of minutes. We're going to crank it up. We haven't done that all evening. 67 laps in. We're past the halfway point. Stuff's about to get crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to crank it up here in the Ghost Fire Media Network. .70 laps complete here at the Texas Motor Speedway. Trey Eidson able to pull away just a little bit from Daniel Falkenham, but Daniel's not letting him get away enough here to really make a dent here early on in this, what could be the final run of the race. Single file through the top 7. We're double file back there. What looks to start in about 9th position. Looks like Mike Montesi and Josh Parker just battled for 6th. And now we're starting to get side by side there in the top 5 on the exit of turn 4. See Mike Montesi and Josh Parker side by side across the start-finish line off into turn 1.
Yeah, right now they are door to door going through it. I mean, tight racing corners. I mean, you couldn't slide a piece of paper in between them right there through that tri-oval. But the 6 was able to slide up right there. He blocks him going down the back straightaway. But that 81's got a great run. He's trying to drop it down low, hugging that white line. Gets a little bit too much of the apron right there. Gets loose coming off of turn 4.
I really thought Josh Parker was going to send it off in there into Mike Montesi and just pray that Mike didn't close the door. Mike was smart enough to give him just a little bit of room, but not enough to get that bumper inside of him. What that's done with Josh Parker is backed him right up into Jimmy Coleman. These trucks are all about momentum. We've seen it all season long with these trucks in real life and in the sim. Once you lose momentum, you are up the creek without the paddle. That's actually hurt Jimmy Coleman on the outside in the 54. He got off the throttle to not go through the 81. And Chad Coleman to the inside is going to take a spot from him. And now it's just going to take that battle for 7th and make that about a 10-truck battle.
Right now, it's basically a hornet's nest right now. Everybody's trying to keep up that momentum going through the corner. We got a 54 on the high side right now. He's kind of stuck out there in no man's land. It's kind of hard right now to figure out where everybody's trying to go. People are jumping high, jumping low. But he's doing a heck of a job hanging on the outside of these corners. The bottom's where you want to be at. And he's right there trying to keep pace on the outside.
A.J. O'Rourke in the 41. That Chevy Silverado right there, the blue and white machine. He's to the inside now of the 54. Jimmy Coleman, he's going to make that move to the inside through 1 and 2. He's going to try to take his personal comfort machine and get it past that 54 down the backstretch. He might. The tide ride, the number 10. Richard Beasley had to make a abrupt move to the left as Scott Simley almost touched the wall out of 2. Big moment there. The 23 right in the middle of all that. Derek Myers trying to make a move as well. Jimmy Coleman up the track almost touches the wall. E.J. O'Rourke's going to clear the 54 across the start-finish line. And now Derek Myers going to go to the inside.
Yeah, these guys are fighting really hard. 54 still hung out there on the outside. He has not found a real estate to drop in until right about now. He finally has a spot right there in front of number 23 of Derek Myers. So he's able to slide right in. Now to number 10, Tide Machine of Richard Beasley. He is doing his best to try and make up some room here on the outside of Derek Myers.
Yeah, Derek Myers trying to get his right front on the inside of the 54 at Jimmy Coleman. He's going to do it this time. The tide ride, the number 10. Richard Beasley right there on the outside trying to give the draft and help to the 54. Maybe make a move on the number 23 of Derek Myers down the backstretch. This is for that 11th position and 10th position right now. It's a battle for what started out as 6th. It's now moved back to 8th with DJ O'Rourke being the leading car right now in 9th. But Chad Coleman just barely out of reach. But there it is, the number 10 going to be cleared by the 23 there. Derek Myers able to continue to hold that 11th position. Maybe going to continue to look to the inside of the 54, this time down the backstretch. You see the Fig Newton sticker. I said it earlier. It's a dangerous spot for that Fig Newton sticker, but you pay enough to get the sticker.
I love that aspect of it, man. But these guys are fighting pretty hard. The number 10 slices number 12 right now, Scott Smiley. He's out there trying his best. So Scott has fallen back on this restart. He went from 6th. Now he's about to get past for 13th.
He is about to get past for 13th. John Adams to the inside of Scott Simley. Trying to make up some ground here after spinning earlier. He's not going to get past the 12. Scott Simley going to hold that spot. We're going to take a look real quick at the front of the pack here. Daniel Falkenham just holding on to the back bumper. Trey Eidson. Daniel's put down a fast lap of his own to stick with the 7. 30.4. These drivers are putting down lightning laps. Nobody in the top 5 has in the top 7 has a lap time higher than 30.45 all night when they put down their quick ones. This is going to be interesting as we start to close in now. 41 laps to go this time. 40 this time by.
I'm wondering if, Daniel's back there. He's just kind of playing with them, toying them, saving his tires just a little bit. Let the 7 kind of get out there and be in the brunt of everything, run his fast laps, using the draft, trying to keep the momentum there, saving his tires, and maybe want to, wait till later in the run to try and get by him.
Well, Daniel's been able to make that outside line work later in runs more than anybody throughout the entire field tonight. So if we're going to see that move as the laps start to wind down, these tires start to get older, you're going to see it out of Daniel Falkenham. The only disadvantage I think he might have is that his tires are 5 laps older than Trey Eidson's. Right now they're coming up on being 30 laps old, while Trey's are only 25 laps old in a couple of laps here. So there is a 5-lap tire age difference, which will come into effect as we get later and later into this run.
Yeah, I mean, it's key if he's able to get that outside to roll, because everybody's going to defend that inside line going into turn 1 and turn 3. Nobody's going to give that up. So if Daniel can actually get to the outside and make it work, that's going to be the bread and butter for him to get past him and try to win this race.
We've got some moves happening back here. Mike Montesi getting to the inside. Sorry, has a driver who says, we have trucks through the grass. EJ O'Rourke in the grass behind him. Everybody's going to keep it straight, but man, oh man. For half a second there, I thought we were about to see a big one, and they are all packed up here. The 6 truck of Mike Montesi has some serious front end damage. He ran through the back of I believe the 81 of Josh Parker there on the front stretch. And the 6 truck is going to have to pit because he's going to be overheating. He's probably down 6-7 miles an hour now. He packed up the whole field there.
Yeah,
wow.
Everybody scrambled for position, trying to find some real estate where nobody else was at while everything was stacking up. But right now, the 38 of Chad Coleman was able to get through there unscathed. Right now, followed by EJ O'Rourke and then Derek Myers right there in the Wonder Bread pickup truck.
Yeah, right now, the 6 truck of Mike Montesi is just absolutely dead in the water. He's going backwards at a very quick rate. It's like he has a parachute on the front of that truck after hitting that rear end of the 81. He absolutely demolished the rear end of the 81. We'll see if I can actually see exactly when and what happened there. On lap 83. Here. Okay, so whatever happened right about here. And it started with the 6 and the 81s. This is on the exit of turn 4. The 81 moves the 6 up the track just a little bit. Gets to the inside. You see everybody behind him getting into the grass. What happens here in turn 1? The 81 just... The
81 kind of parked it in the center of the
Yeah,
corner.
they didn't. The two of them didn't have a... What in the world happened there?
Yeah, that's all.
Let's see one more time. So the 81 didn't get into him, it didn't look like. It didn't look like the 6 of Mike Montesi made any sort of aggressive move behind them. You see everybody going through the grass, having a moment, but the 81 just kind of parked it right in front of the 6, and then it just stacked up the whole field. Big moves by the 23. Big moves by John Adams, Derek Myers, EJ O'Rourke, Chad and Jimmy Coleman. Big moves by everybody to not get involved in that, but I don't know what happened there. Kevin Brown has been able to put himself into 4th, though. He was able to get past Jose Gonzalez. Mike Kelly has fallen off of our 2 leaders here, so Mike Kelly might be either saving tires or now 30 laps in, seeing the age of those tires starting to affect him. But the big winner...
back too much because, you got to stay in that draft.
Yeah.
And this track is really draft heavy with these trucks, so you need to keep up the momentum and then sniff that draft there.
Yeah, the big winner of that whole situation that happened a second ago is EJ O'Rourke, though. He went from being about 13th and a pretty consistent 13th place truck to now sitting in 6th, right outside the top 5. With fresher tires than Jose Gonzalez. This could get interesting. If the 41 EJ O'Rourke can start putting down consistent lap times, he might be able to catch Jose Gonzalez. And there it is. Daniel Falkenham makes the move on Trey Eidson. Or Edson. I'm sorry. I keep doing that.
He was able to make that pass look very easy and very clean there. Got by him. Now it's the 7th turn of Trey Eidson to kind of, sit back in his wake and try to save conserve tires and start planning and plotting for his revenge to get by him later in the race. With just about 30 laps to go here.
We'll go ahead and show you the move that could be the move for the win here. Daniel Falkenham just down the front stretch, got a big run on the exit of 4, kind of like when he passed by Trey Eidson earlier in the race. Trey just lets him go by. This could be interesting. Could be a little dangerous, but Mike Kelly has gotten himself back into this battle here. 30 laps to go this time by. Mike Kelly able to pull himself back within half a second. Across the start-finish line, Trey Eidson using the draft as much as he can on Daniel Falkenham to try to stay right there. Folks, we're going to take one final commercial break here in the Ghost Fire Media Network. You're not going to miss a single second of the action as we go side by side here. Presented to you by Transervice. Holy schmoly, we had an incident on track while we were away. Derek Myers got into it. Looks like Derek Myers has gone around on the racetrack. Some damage to the front of that machine. Big damage. We'll keep an eye on him. He looks like he might be trying to continue. We're going to keep an eye on Derek Myers, see what happens here. Most likely nothing.
They were going through the trioval right there, and they just kind of tapped each other, and 23 got smacked into the outside wall there. He was able to recover it. He didn't really hit it too hard, but just enough damage to kind of slow him down. As we see the number 96 just kind of blow his doors off here.
Yeah, the front end is pretty crumpled up on that Toyota Camry, that Toyota Tundra, unfortunately. It was the Tide Ride. Where is the 10 truck? It's the Tide Ride of Richard Beasley. Him and Derek Myers got together. Let's see if we have a video of that incident for you. We should. Just give me 1 second here to find it. Here it is. Keep an eye on Derek Myers right there. Him in the 10. They just get together and the 23 up the track, across the track. I'm really surprised that a caution did not come out for that, being that 4, 5, 6 trucks definitely got some damage. Everybody kind of had to scatter to get away from it. Very surprising that the caution didn't come out.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like the 10 just got a little wiggle in the corner, and unfortunately, the 23 was just there to kind of catch him, and he got the brunt of everything.
That he did. Folks, we're going to try that final commercial break one last time. Once again, you're going to miss nothing. We're going to go side by side, presented to you by Transervice.
Transervice has been a leader in the transportation and fleet maintenance industry for over 50 years. If you're a professional driver or technician looking for opportunities to be the best and work with the best, then we want you working at Transervice. Our current workforce includes over 1,000 drivers and technicians, managing over 24,000 pieces of equipment in over 120 regional and local facilities across North America and Puerto Rico, and we're getting larger all the time. Our corporate philosophy of trust, respect, and honesty has led to employees that have spent their entire career with Transervice. As with our employees, we have many customer relationships exceeding 20 years. You'll have the opportunity to learn and grow professionally in an environment that values and rewards excellence, with a variety of perks such as education support, recognition awards, career advancement opportunities, and more. A great work-life balance, a company built on values, recognition, and rewards for excellence. While our competitors offer jobs, Transervice offers you a career, not just a job. Contact us today.
Back here at the Great American Raceway, Texas Motor Speedway, we've had some pit stops here. Unexpected pit stops. Really didn't see this one coming here. We wouldn't have went to commercial when we did if I saw that one coming. Trey Eidson's come down. Daniel Falkenham has come down. Daniel Falkenham pit a lap earlier than Trey Eidson. Unless Trey was able to put down the lap of his life, I think Daniel Falkenham is 100% going to come out ahead of him. We're watching Daniel right now go through 3 and 4. Trey Eidson still in his pit stall. Keeping an eye on that. Still in his stall. Now he's out of his stall. He's out of pit. Oh, I'm sorry. He's out of pit road now. We'll keep an eye on that. Where is he? Where is he now? There's Daniel Falkenham. There's Daniel Falkenham. Here is Trey Eidson. Exiting turn 2 now. And he's going to be about a half a straightaway ahead of Daniel Falkenham. I'm going to take a shot in the dark and say he took 2 tires. Oh, Falkenham had to go 3 wide through the middle. Him and the 33 almost got into it. That was dangerous. Him and Ryan Howard almost got into it on the exit of 4 because of a car that was pitting. Wowee. And now Daniel Falkenham just going to use all of his power and fresh tires to go right past Ryan Howard, not worry about him, and set his sights on Trey Eidson, who we believe is probably the battle for the win here, unless these drivers up front are able to keep this 31-second gap they have in Ryan Howard and stay out for the next 19 laps.
I mean, you kind of made your bed right now, and you pit now. You don't have enough laps to really kind of make, these fresher tires once they go through and kind of cycle through to make it work. And the 26 had a huge closing rate.
Yeah, Jose Gonzalez has fresh tires, just came out of the pits. Huge closing rate in a lot of these drivers. What we do want to say is that Ryan Howard, who is currently your leader, pitted on lap 66. Now, we had 2 cautions earlier. We've had 2 cautions since we went green at the halfway mark here. Same amount of laps under green as we did before. Same amount of laps under caution. Ryan Howard pit on lap 66. We went 61 laps on our first set of pit stops for a couple of these drivers. Joey Coutinho went 61 laps without pitting at the start of this race. 55 laps for Ryan Howard. Not out of the question to be able to win this race for the 33 yet. It's going to be about if he can manage that gap of 27.5 seconds, which means he just has to stay less than a second a lap slow. Actually, he's not in danger from Trey Eidson and Daniel Falkenham unless they're almost 2 seconds a lap faster than him, which we won't see at any point. They'll be about a second and a half, maybe about a second and a quarter, but Daniel Falkenham just passed Trey Eidson, but I don't think they have enough time to catch Ryan Howard.
Right now, the leader's last lap is 31.91. Trey Eidson, his lap was 31.32.
He took 2 tires, 100% took 2 tires. So this is Daniel Falkingham's race to drive and try to make up. He ran a 30.65. That was the lap before. This last lap, he just ran. Hold on. Let's see, because he's about 26 seconds back. So this last lap, he just ran a 30.94, and Ryan Howard ran a 32.04. Daniel Falkenham is 25 seconds back. Ryan Howard just has to be less than a second and a half a lap slower, and he will be able to probably hold on to this.
Run his race and not let anybody really take him out here. He's just got to hit his marks lap after lap, and hopefully he gets there. Right now we got the 54 going underneath him, taking his line away there. Leader's trying to help out here, but he needs to ensure he gets down to the bottom. Now he gets to use a little bit of the draft of the 54 as he goes through the front stretch here. That's what he wants to use, and keeps him up to speed a little bit more is by using other people's draft.
Ryan Howard is a former winner in the SIM500 Wednesday night series. Give me 1 second, and I can tell you exactly where he was able to win that one race. Don't forget, folks, Daniel Falkenham in that 3,915 career wins now inside the SIM500 esports racing series. So it's unbelievable what he's been able to do.
right now we see Daniel Falkenham. He's 22.8 seconds away from him, the race leader. So he still has a lot to go through. We only have 12 laps. He would need to drive basically all 12 of those as his qualifying laps, and I don't see that happening as we're going to go through now 11 laps to go.
Last week, Ryan Howard came in here at Atlanta, was able to finish 3rd. A couple weeks before that at Las Vegas, was able to finish 19th. At Daytona, he got knocked out early, finished 38th. Ryan Howard has consistently gotten faster. His one career win here in the SIM500 Esports Truck Series was on a Wednesday almost 2 years ago now at Rockingham. And that was in the 2020 Kick-Ass Beef Jerky Truck Series at Rockingham, where he was able to lead 56 of 150 laps there and come home the victor. Tonight, he's just trying to lead 25 and come home the victor.
I mean, he's doing his best right now, trying to let these guys with pressure tires get by him, and he's dropping down, trying to grab the draft right now. Daniel is now 20 seconds back, and he's still closing as we're about to go 8 laps to go.
And he's currently
9
4.5 seconds ahead of the 2020 Series champion, Tommy Ryan. Last year, Ryan Howard finished 4th in the Truck Series championship, 12 points behind the championship winner. Ryan Howard this year trying to show that he can be a champion. Last year, 16 top 5s, 18 top 10s in 26 races. The only thing that eluded him was a victory and a championship. This year, in 8 laps, if nothing goes awry and he can save enough fuel, Ryan Howard will just be able to say the only thing that currently is not in his trophy case this year is the Transervice Truck Series Championship. But a big win here tonight at Atlanta in what's turned into a very interesting pit strategy race, which I didn't see coming. Sorry, at Texas, not Atlanta, at Texas. Would 100% wake him up and show everybody that he is a contender again for the championship this year.
Right now, Ryan Howard, he's just praying that he can hit his marks, and then Daniel just gets held up by some traffic, the slower guys here. We got Doy Woods in the number 28, Brian McLeod in the 30th, Justin Fuller. He still's got to get by all these slower trucks that are going to be in front of him, so he's trying to carve his way through the front here.
Yes, he's about 18 seconds behind Ryan Howard right now, unable to make any sort of moves into that gap between him and Ryan Howard. And we have 6 laps to go around Texas Motor Speedway at the moment.
Yeah, Ryan is doing his best. He's carving through some slower traffic there. He gets by one. Going to pull ahead through these guys here as we are 5 laps to go here. The SIM500 League.
Just 5 more circuits around the Texas Motor Speedway. About 10 miles. Well, just under 8.5 miles. Ryan Howard last pitted on lap 66. Tommy Ryan on lap 66. Justin Fuller, who currently sits in 3rd, pitted on lap 66 as well. No, he pitted on lap 57. Justin Fuller may have to pit here before the end of the evening.
Yeah, these guys are running as fast as they can, and number 93 is trying to make up, trying to get himself unlapped here. He's going past the 14. He should be able to get past the race leader here to unlap himself here coming to the end.
Oh, and the 33, Ryan Howard's not going to make it to the end on fuel. Ryan Howard with 4 to go is going to have to pit. Tommy Ryan takes over the lead with 3 to go. Wow. Okay, this just changed, folks. Ignore the ticker. I'm just going to take it down because it's freaking out for some reason. 3 laps to go here, folks.
Tommy Ryan is ahead of Justin Fuller by 5.9 seconds. And he is pulling in as well.
Tommy Ryan comes down. Justin Fuller, the 51 Ford F-150, is going to come across the line to get 2 laps to go. Is he going to have enough? He looks like he might be out of fuel. He is not yet. He is still going around the racetrack. 2 laps to go. 3 miles. Justin Fuller coming to the white flag in the 51. Does he have enough fuel to make it around?
I think he's trying to limp it all the way around.
The white flag is out.
He's going full throttle all the way around here right now. I think he's trying to hold it off, see if Brian can not catch him right now.
Brian Macklin has 10 laps more fuel, 0.3 of a second behind him. Brian Macklin on the exit of 2. I don't know if Justin Fuller has enough fuel. This could get interesting. Can Tyler Dalton steal it? Justin Fuller's out of fuel. Brian Macklin to the outside. Here comes Tyler Dalton on the outside. Who's going to steal the victory? Tyler Dalton side by side with Brian Macklin. Up the track into the wall goes Tyler Dalton. Brian Macklin across the start-finish line. It's going to be Hamish Gallagher.
Hamish Gallagher.
Oh my! Where did he
out of
come
nowhere.
from? Oh, Hamish Gallagher steals it at the start-finish line. What in the world did we just see?
Hamish came out of nowhere. Those two were banging, coming out of turns 3 and 4.
Wow.
He just had a throttle smashed and came through and got the victory.
Hold the phone. Tyler Dalton is going to be one angry man. Through 3 and 4, Brian Macklin did everything he could to try to get it going. He got up into the wall. And right here, coming across the start-finish line, he ran out of fuel. Tyler Dalton comes home second. Hamish Gallagher, the Australian, with his first career Truck Series victory. Oh my goodness. I don't even know what we just saw. That was insane. The end of this race. We're going to watch the white flag lap one more time. Hamish Gallagher was third coming to the white flag. Your leader was Justin Fuller. Going into 1 and 2, Justin is definitely low on fuel here. He knows it. He's been struggling. 57 laps he pitted into this race. Another 60-something laps would be almost impossible. He runs out of fuel halfway down the backstretch. Brian Macklin moves to the outside, dives it off into 3 and 4, carries just a little too much speed. Tyler Dalton throws it to the outside, thinking maybe I have an opportunity, gets pushed into the wall. Hamish Gallagher comes through and just drives into victory lane.
That's basically what happened. He threw it in there after they tussled right there coming out of turn 4. They both lost so much speed and he just had the foot floored and just drove through and got the victory.
What a finish. We are going to wait on Mr. Gallagher because I don't see him in here yet for his interview. We're going to talk to Daniel Falkingham, our third place finisher. Daniel, it's Nick and Adam up in the booth tonight. You have a copy.
Hey, what's up, fellas?
Well, that didn't go how I expected it to go at all.
Yeah, neither did I. I have no idea what went down there, but all I know is that's 2 weeks in a row I get screwed by strategy, or I run up front, have a shot at the win, and then lose the strategy. Lost the tires last week, we lost the fuel this week, so that's not. But hey, we still got a top 3, so that's still good for points. But man, I knew it was gonna be close. It was gonna be close, but yeah. But shout out to Hamish. Looked like Macklin had a shot there, but then he ran out coming out, or Fuller had a shot, and then Macklin had a shot, and then it was chaos. I thought they were all gonna wreck, and I was gonna pass them on and win. Yeah. I thought I was gonna pass them on and win, but hey, we came in within 4 tenths. If I would have done my part a little bit better, getting through lap cars and stuff, but yeah. So if I could have got through lap cars at the beginning, it would have been a bit better. But nonetheless, we'll take the result.
All right. And Daniel, you have anybody you want to thank? Obviously, you want to talk to your sponsors, so a nice little thank you to them.
Yeah, I just got to thank January 31st, First Rate Bait, Lobster 207, SRD setups as well. I got to thank you guys for putting on the show. Got to thank all the league admins who run SIM500, everyone who comes out races each and every week, Transervice sponsoring the series. You guys, or I already mentioned you guys put on the broadcast. All my team name, Chad Coleman, Richard Beasley, Kevin DeBrown, and Doy Woods, Josh Parker. I got to thank everyone at North Force Racing, Presley Gilson, the whole crew over there. Shout out to friends, family for support, all the fans for watching, and don't want to dedicate this result to my father, who passed away 1 year ago today. So hopefully we could have pulled out the win, but just wasn't meant to be. But we'll nonetheless take a top 3, and just glad that I could dedicate this.
Man, you did a fantastic job. You're able to, you pitted and, put yourself in a little bit of hole, but you drove back all the way through and got a third place finish, man. I think you probably needed another 3 or 4 laps to really make that pit strategy work to get all the way back to the front. But you're able to come back to third. Like you said, great points night. It's a long season. So you're going to be able to rebound here and continue on until next week, man.
Yeah, like I said, if I could have done my part a little bit better out of the pits, not getting caught up with lap cars, I would have been a lot closer than where I was. So I definitely got to clean that up for sure. But nonetheless, like I said, great points, long season, and just building towards that, towards the chase and stuff. So nonetheless, we'll take it.
All right. Well, Daniel, I appreciate talking to you again, as always, and we'll talk to you maybe next week at Darlington.
All right, we'll see you there, guys. Looking forward to Throwback Week.
We'll throw him down with his teammates, and we'll talk to our second place finisher, Tyler Dalton. Tyler, it's Nick and Adam in the booth this week. How are you?
Wish I could say I was happy with second.
I don't even know. What? Hey, how did you even finish second? What? The whole yeah.
I mean, I knew it was going to be really close. I was about a gallon short on that last caution after I topped off on the one to go. And since the very first lap of that run, I was clutching it going into 1 and 2. And I thought we were going to get us a win there. I knew we saved better than Amish. We were able to pull away from him. As soon as I saw my numbers go into green, I stopped saving and went. And last corner, I ran up on Macklin, got to his high side, and I guess he was running out of fuel, so he put me in the wall. And that's unfortunate. I used to have a lot of respect for him, but that was my view a dirty move. He gets to win quite a few more of these than I do, so like I said, I wish I could be happy with finishing second. Most times I'd be thrilled, but I feel like that was a win that we had taken from us.
Now, where did you even see Amish coming?
Oh yeah, I knew Amish was about 0.7 back, but I knew I had the big enough gap on him where it wasn't going to be a problem, and I knew there was no way that Macklin was going to make it, and he started sputtering there in 3 and 4, and went to his high side, and well, you saw what happened after that.
We did. Well, other than that, would you like to comment on anything else? Is there any sponsors you'd like to thank? Anybody you'd like to thank for being here?
Yeah, I'm not going to talk about the finish too much more because like they always say, if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. So
I feel you on that one.
But
I need to learn that.
Yeah, I just got to thank my SIM500 teammates. A few of us had the same strategy to try to save there at the end. I know Glenn Campbell was able to make it, but I don't know. Normally I'm not good at saving fuel, but was able to make it work that time.
Well, Tyler, it's a pleasure talking to you. Hopefully we'll be talking to you again next week at Darlington. Maybe you can go ahead and get your first one of the season there.
Yep, hope so. See you then.
All right, thank you, Tyler. All right, and this is a first for us. I think this is the first time we've actually ever had a winner here in Ghost Fire Media that didn't come from the States or Canada. This will be a first for us. Well, ladies and gentlemen, your winner, first win this season, and it looks like, if the stats I'm looking at are correct, which they normally are, first career win in the Truck Series for Hamish Gallagher. Hamish, welcome. It's Nick and Adam up in the booth.
You, yeah. How was that last lap, eh? That was pretty fun.
That was great. You've also made history on Ghostfire Media. You are the first non-North American winner that we've ever interviewed.
Oh, how about that, eh?
So there you go.
Yeah, I think the only other one that outside of the United States is Tim. Tim St. Jean. He was in Canada. So yeah, you're outside of the North American continent here, man. Congratulations on your first win.
Yeah, no, thank you. Yeah, no, I've got a mate who used to race for Nexus, and so he used to race with a bunch of Americans, and he recommended this league, and I did some racing last year, and I really enjoyed it. So yeah, really happy to jump up into the Wednesday trucks, and man, that was a pretty fun race to be a part of.
So take us through your final lap, because you started the final lap in fourth with what looked like probably no shot at the win just because of how far back you were. And coming out of turn 4, you see Tyler Dalton in the wall, Brian Macklin losing it, and you see a hole, and you take it.
That's right. Yeah, I was just watching behind because I could see Falkenham coming quick, and I was just trying to hold on to fourth. I thought that'd be a pretty good finish for me. And then I could see Fuller was running out, so I thought, oh sweet, there's a chance. There's a top 3. And then yeah, unfortunately Tyler got put in the fence. Didn't really want to see that, but I guess that's what happens on last lap sometimes. So yeah, I just kept my foot in it. Not that I had any feel. I pretty much ran out across the line there. Yeah, so definitely a bit of luck. But hey, sometimes you get plenty of bad luck in racing. Sometimes it's good to get a little bit of good luck.
Yeah, I mean, you had a heck of a good luck right there. You just came out of nowhere for us here in the booth, and just to come in and steal that win away from the two guys that were battling pretty hard there on the last corner, come out of 4. I mean, did you like gun it any extra? Like, what was going through your thoughts when you see these two battling right in front of you, sliding up the track and getting seriously loose? What was going through your head, man?
I was just waiting for Macklin to come down, and I was going to clean him up and not make it to the line because I could see he was going to bounce down. I only just snaked through. I think I had a couple of wheels in the grass, so yeah, it was. I just kind of hold on and hoped. Yeah, so whew, man, that was intense.
Is that your first SIM500 win, or is it just your first Truck Series one?
No, I've done had a few wins in the Midnight Thunder, which is on Friday nights. But yeah, this is definitely the first on the Wednesdays. This is my first campaign. These so about 3 or 4 races in. Definitely didn't expect to get a win. As I said, definitely a little bit of luck involved. I reckon I had decent long run pace. Didn't really get the show at the because I was had those cautions in the middle of the race. It's unfortunate. But yeah, I wasn't going to be out front like Daniel and
Well, do you have anybody you'd like to thank? Anybody you'd like to shout out? Anything?
Yeah, just a big thank you to my team, Mitch Motorsports. Our sponsors, we've got Mad As Design and Affinity Constructions. And just you guys for putting the broadcast on. I'll be looking forward to going back and watching this one.
This one was definitely probably one of the best that I've been a part of in a long time.
Yeah, it would have been fun to see all this different stretch play out there. I was so close. The guys pitting and versus the guys staying out. It was a pretty lonely race for me and Tyler for that second stint. We'll just run around all by ourselves, and then it all kicked off in the last lap.
Well,
congratulations, I guess, for getting your win here tonight. I know you said you got some wins on Friday night, but now you got a wonderful win here on Wednesday night to go along with it.
Yeah, no, this is definitely one of the top ones I'll treasure for sure. It's a very tough field, so to get a win any way possible, it's definitely something to be proud of.
Well, Hamish, I appreciate you coming in here and talking to us. Congratulations on your first career Wednesday night win. And we will hopefully be talking to you again here very soon, maybe in Victory Lane again.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Well, Adam, that was fantastic. I'm so glad you showed up for the end of this, because that was amazing.
Yeah, I mean, they put on a heck of a show there. I mean, fuel racing, sometimes can be a great race to call because, I mean, you had so many different strategies there. And who was going to win? We thought Tyler was going to win it the whole entire time. And then there's, Ron Howard, he was trying to be up there. So you had a lot of people who were fighting there and were hoping to get a first win, but just didn't happen. And we got the good old Aussie come in of Hamish Gallagher, comes in, gets his first win on Wednesday night here in the SIM500 series.
Oh, I have to fix this logo. I apologize. I didn't even see that logo's wrong. I'll fix that for next week. But tonight in the SIM500 Transervice Truck Series, beautiful win for Hamish Gallagher, his first career win here on Wednesday nights. Tyler Dalton comes home second, Daniel Falkenham third, Brian Macklin fourth, Trey Eidson fifth, Mike Kelly sixth, Justin Fuller in seventh, Jose Gonzalez in eighth, EJ O'Rourke in ninth. Back in 10th, going to be Chad Coleman, followed by Jimmy Coleman in 11th, Glenn Campbell in 12th, Scott Simley comes home 13th, 14th, Bentley Glazier, 15th, Richard Beasley, 16th, Ryan Howard, 17th, Scott Stenzel, 18th, Ron Holyfield. Back in 19th, John Adams, 20th, Tommy Ryan, 21st, Doy Woods, 22nd, J. Randall Watkins. Back in 23rd, comes home Doug Sigmund in the number 04. 24th, Kevin Brown, 25th, Joey Gattina, 26th, Paul Crumry, 27th, Derek Myers, 28th, Richard Swaverly, 29th, Jeff Ryan, Gerald Livingston rounds out your top 30. Mike Montesi back in 31st. Josh Parker, your first car to DNF tonight. Kevin England back in 33rd. And Randy Yoakum, the first driver out of the event, 34th tonight. So he'll be looking to bounce back next week. And ladies and gentlemen, I've been Nick Adams. I have been happily joined by Adam Wood about halfway through the event tonight. I appreciate you coming out, Adam. I appreciate everybody who helps put us on every week. Between Transervice Trucks, FEG PC, and Dig 811, and especially everybody at the SIM500 Esports Racing Series between their Mondays to Sundays. You have racing every single night right now. Monday through Friday and Sunday, I believe, are currently broadcast. They're looking for Saturday, and there's plethora of things you get to watch. There's dirt racing, classics, trucks on Wednesdays here in Ghostfire Media. I love it. It's jam-packed. It's a great league. And we have great racing that comes out of it. And Adam, again, thank you for coming out. I appreciate it. I know the fans do, not having to listen to me talk by myself for an hour and a half.
Well, hopefully I provided a little bit of better content than you being solo. Who knows? Trying to learn everybody's name on the fly, see all the different cars out here on the track. So
it's okay. You sounded like Randy Pepper.
It's a steep learning curve to try to come in and try to learn a new league.
It's okay. Randy's been doing this league now for about 5 months between their winter series and this one, and Randy still gets their names wrong sometimes. I do too. Trey Eidson. I don't know if I ever pronounce his name right. He's told me how to pronounce it when he won at Daytona, and I still can't remember it. So we'll figure it out eventually. We'll get it right. But once again, thank you to everybody who came out and watched tonight. Thank you to everybody at SIM500, everybody at Transervice Trucks. We'll see you guys next week, Wednesday night here at Darlington. Tomorrow night, we have a special broadcast by Josh Laston for the TNT, the AOLL TNT Series Season 1 finale, right?
We will be going to Martinsville in the super late models. So it's going to be a fantastic time. We'll see if Justin Anderson can hold off and get the season win, or will Joe Densmore, Sean Carmody, or Brandon Bernhardt outdo him and come home with the series championship. It's very close in points right now.
As long as Josh Hanner, who's my teammate, by the way, so I can say this, spins out or wins the race, one or the other, because it's checkers or wreckers for him. I'll be excited to see that. But I will be racing in that league in Season 2, because 87 Cup cars. Who doesn't want to do that?
Seriously.
But anyway, folks, it's been a blast tonight. I appreciate everybody coming out here. From all of us at Ghostfire Media, from the Great American Raceway here at the Texas Motor Speedway, we bid you adieu. Have a great evening, and we will see you all down the road.
Thank you for watching iRacing on the Ghostfire Media Network.